Okay, fine. The video title is a bit clickbait, but not because they were not gooners, but because they were a whole lot worse, oh my god! So it's my senior year of high school, and I had about 4 months left until graduation. And because of this, the school announced our senior year prom, where everyone puts on fancy dresses and eats overpriced bullshit. But to me, the most fun part of prom is picking a table to sit with your friends and sacrificing that one poor soul to the shadow realm since each table only houses 10 people. Now, in fact, this was actually my second prom since we had one in year 10 that was delayed due to COVID, so I wanted something to make this prom more memorable, cause it's literally the same shit twice, oh my god. Now, the first prom does deserve its own video, since at this time I sat with only females and avoided the dudes in the class for some reason. But because of that, I had to think outside the box to make this prom a lot better. Now, the process of picking a table is simple. You pay the 9,000 peso entry fee, and they'll give you a Google form to write down 10 names and your desired table number. So my first thought here was to put 10 people I didn't even know to make it super awkward. But I genuinely get the worst fucking gags for awkwardness, so that's out of the picture. But after a few minutes of thought, I got it! What if I just don't write down the 10 names? I mean, I already paid like $200, so I had to be given a table, right? Well, yeah. This hellhole of nobodies is called the rejected table. Basically everyone who no one wanted, and I was about to join them intentionally. What makes this even worse were the 2 separate times I was already invited to a table, but then rejecting them both just to get the dumbest experience imaginable, and I think this dumb story deserves a like and subscribe. Well, here goes nothing. So 4 months and a lot of funny stories later, prom has finally arrived. But since it was my second time, I didn't really give a shit about my looks. I just put on my suit and booked out of the house just to see where I would sit. And half an hour later, I'm in what I call the douchiest rich people hotel in Manila, and I see the sign for our prom.
Holy fuck.
I walk up to my teacher for attendance and ask the dreaded question. Sir, which table am I po? Oh, you're in table 35, next to... Let's fucking go! Okay, he didn't actually say that, but they're pretty much the same thing. Now, the table did have some nobodies that I didn't care about, but I still screamed because the majority of this table were filled with the most devious, gooner-level friend group I have ever seen. Especially against our classmate I'll just call, Chris. One time I saw them laughing at this meme in the middle of class. Another time Chris was caught trying to take pictures under another person's skirt. And worst of all, there was a story floating around that Chris and this damn friend group were at a party. I'm not saying that. Safe to say that our class was pissed that this guy wasn't kicked out already. So all I can do now is talk about him for content. Oh well. So I entered the prom room and there they were all sitting there. Perfect. I walk up to them and they're just joking around. Let's just forget all the shit we did before while the other tables have that weird look at us. Throughout the entire program, I was on a back and forth between checking on my friends and looking at these degenerates. And they were just awkwardly trying to fit in the whole time. Especially when the dancing came in, they just kinda... Like, they seemed normal from the outside, but there was always a chip up their shoulder, like a feeling of shame and isolation. Not to mention that watching them for 5 minutes gives you a month's worth of secondhand embarrassment. Like, why the fuck are you playing with mashed potatoes like miso soup? Why are they acting as if nothing happened with them? And why was Chris trying to walk up to that one girl from earlier? Well, I guess I was wrong about that shame part. But overall, the prom was a good time. Had some fun, talked with some normal people, and fulfilled my goal of sitting with complete degenerates for a stupid video. And making some people accuse me of being a gooner myself. Yippee! Okay, so this video was supposed to come out months ago since I actually recorded footage of this prom, but the footage on my phone corrupted and I considered canceling this video altogether. But I still wanted something to come out this week, so here you go. And also, I just moved to New Zealand a couple days ago, so expect the upload schedule to slow down a little bit. And no, I'm not a gooner. Don't ask me in the comments!